If you have someone in your life that's always talking about cars and you never know what they're talking about, this video is for you. This is an engine block. It's a big block of steel that makes up most of the engine. It has holes in it, and those holes are cylindrical in shape. This one has 6 holes. That means it's a 6-cylinder. All of those cylinders are in a straight line. That means that it's an inline engine. So you'll hear this referred to as a 6-cylinder inline, or an inline 6, or a straight 6. This is also an engine block. It also has 6 cylinders, but these ones aren't in a straight line. These ones make a V shape. So this is a V6. A V6 is a pretty standard engine. A V8 is going to be for a very powerful vehicle. Cylinder holes essentially work like one of these, that they have a plunger that goes in and out, and that plunger is called a piston. The vehicle uses gasoline to cause tiny explosions that make that piston go in and out, and the engine converts that back and forth motion to a spinning motion. The engine spins all kinds of things, mainly the tires, but there are a lot of other things that it spins using what's called a serpentine belt. It's called that because it kind of goes through the engine compartment like a snake. If you ever have a vehicle and it starts making that sound, that's usually the serpentine belt going out. It spins fans and pumps and anything that might need to be spinned around. One of the things that it spins is the alternator. The alternator is like an electric motor, but instead of using electricity to create a spinning motion, it's using a spinning motion to create electricity. It takes kinetic energy from the engine and turns it into an alternate form of energy, electricity. That's not why it's called an alternator, but it might help you remember. The electricity from the alternator charges your battery and helps electricity things run. Another very important part of a vehicle is the transmission. If you were going to go on a mission to Mars, you would need a rocket ship, which is exactly what a transmission looks like. This is full of gears and stuff, but it pretty much does the same thing that this does on a bicycle. It changes gears. When these break, it's very bad and very expensive. Between the back 2 tires, there is an axle. And in the middle of that axle, there is this thing. That is called the rear differential. When a vehicle goes around a turn, the 2 back tires need to spin at different speeds. This has gears in it that allows them to do that. The differential. Different speeds. Now, the front tires are held on by a bunch of rods and stuff. These have various names like control arm and tie rod and anti-roll bar and ball joint. Any kind of bar or joint or rod is probably one of these parts. These are what connect the front wheels to the car. They suspend the car in the front, so they're called the front suspension.